Hello, welcome back to Tony's DIECAST Restos. I hope you all enjoyed the luxury car build-off. It's 1968. The Vietnam War is still ongoing. Martin Luther King and Robert Kennedy have been assassinated. The Beatles released the White Album, and Mattel introduced Hot Wheels. Meanwhile, Matchbox released the 34C VW Camper. Today I'm doing a custom paint job. The Volkswagen Type 2 split-screen camper, also known as a bus, barn door, combi or samba, depending on where in the world you are. Manufactured by VW between 1950 and 1967. This version has 13 windows, making it a 1964 version. Post-1967 campers had bay-type windows. This is the slightly raised roof version of the 34C. There is a version with a higher raised roof with little windows around it, but these are quite rare. As you can see, this is in a poor state. It is well play worn, losing a lot of its paint. It's also missing its barn doors, pretty standard for this model. The doors are easily broken off. This one has an added problem of missing a table, so there's a bit of a challenge there. So let's kick off by drilling and tapping the posts. There's two rivets at the front and a tap holding the back on. One of the rivets holding the doors in will have to be drilled out as well to get the new doors on. Internally, the seats, table and suspension are all in one piece of plastic. The windows are held in place with two rivets which need drilling out. Okay, so that's it all apart. Let's get the wheels off the axles. Quick spin of the Dremel takes the edge off the axles really easily. Skipping past the stripping, I just threw it in caustic soda and warm water for 10 minutes. That's all it takes. I'm giving the casting a little bit of a polish and clean before the priming and painting. These cars look great when they're all really shiny. It seems a shame to cover them with paint sometimes. Now for a bit of creativity, stroke bodge. For my non-UK viewers, you may need to Google the word bodge. I'm not sure it's a word known elsewhere in the world. My seating area needs a new table. I could have just bought a new interior for £3 to £4. I'm using 0.8mm styrene and some mech. I can knock something together, not the neatest, but functional anyway. Onto the spraying now. First off, some Tamiya fine surface primer. I'm using grey this time so I can see the white when I spray over the top. I will at some point in the future be setting up a proper spraying area. At the minute I'm working on a temporary workbench, which is why you see me spraying into a box on. It's not the most efficient way to work. Quick prime for the body and doors and seats, followed by a tack coat of white and a couple of layers of white after that, getting it nice and even. After drying and masking off, it's ready for the blue. I'm using Tamiya X14 Sky Blue. As usual, it's always a tack coat followed by a couple of top coats. And finally on top of that, a clear coat when the blue is dry. As you can see, I have started the detailing, the badge is painted and I have painted the headlights white. and paint the indicators orange. The headlights need a little touch up. On the rear, I'm doing the orange indicators and the red brake lights, all just standard Tamiya colours. Next up, the wheels and axles need to go back on the base. I had a little trouble with these. If you watch closely, you can see the bottom nail moving when I press. The seating area gets a little light blue wash on top of its grey primer, and the table gets a coat of brown. When it's nearly dry, I rub over the brown with a cocktail stick, giving it a little bit of texture like real wood. The window unit is very brittle and crazed with fine cracks and a few large open cracks which I have repaired with super glue. Fortunately, these can't be seen once it's reassembled. The polish with auto-solve metal polish cleans the windows nicely. Rub it till it squeaks, as Marty would say. I'm nearly ready for reassembly here. I'm putting the doors on at this point. There are a few areas I need to touch up where the paint is chipped. You may see these on the final reveal, but I'm not stripping the whole car down just to fix the chips. You need to decide when to stop restripping and repainting, otherwise you would never finish a model. So here it is, the final reveal. As you can remember, it was pretty grotty looking, missing its doors and table, fit for the scrapyard really. There you go, good as new, typical blue and white colour. As you can see, I've detailed the lights, number plate. I've also painted a little bit of silver on the wheels to make them look like moon discs, quite popular on these cars. If you have a look inside the doors, you can see the newly made table. Bit of silver on the door handles, nice bit of silver on the bumpers. All in all, I'm pretty pleased with this VW. I think I'm going to change the colour of the rear number plate to yellow. It doesn't look quite right as white. Don't know why I did that. Anyway, there it is, in all its glory. Beautiful. Everybody in California dreams about owning a camper van at some point. Please consider subscribing. If you liked it, hit the old thumbs up button. If you disliked it, well, you can hit the dislike button if you want. Comments are always welcome. Next car is going to be the RS2000 Mark II. Keep your eye out for that one. Hit the notification bell if you want to see when it comes up. Okay, that's all for now. See you soon.